Hi, Paul Bedford here from Retention Guru. And in this short clip, I am talking to Ben O'Connell on his podcast for the Sport and Higher Education podcast. Now, one of the questions he asked me was about the most common mistakes people make, and I answer some of that here. But there's also additional content. If you go to the Retention Guru website, you can download a PDF of the 8 most common mistakes people make. You can get that entirely for free. Now, if you've got any questions about that or today's clip, please put them in the box down below. Alternatively, you can email me at paul@retentionguru.co.uk, and just as soon as I can, I'll get back to you. For now, enjoy the clip, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.
So let's dive into then the retention conversation. And I think starting off specifically focusing with health and fitness, that's clearly the specialism. So as you talked about, you're working globally now in this space. So for our university colleagues that are running health and fitness operations, it's a bit of a broad question, but what would you say are some of the most common mistakes you see within a general health club operation, and how can a focus on retention help?
I think the overall thing is lack of support for new exercises, and I think there's a big trend. I do accept that a younger population is much more attuned now with exercise, and they're much more likely to go on YouTube and get ideas, or they've had experience from school and college working out in a gym, because a lot of schools and colleges have them. But we work with Surrey Sports Park, University of Hertfordshire, Portsmouth, Glasgow, Edinburgh, loads. One of the things that has always popped up is if we do a survey of people using the university gym, we say, when you first joined, had you ever used the gym before, or had you used the gym but struggled? And about 40 to 50% of the users are saying, yeah, that was me when I joined. Whereas if you ask the staff, they go, oh no, everybody knows what they're doing now, and everybody doesn't know what they're doing now. So I think that's the first mistake people make, is like they make the assumption that there's no support needed, and then they follow that up with not providing support for the person. And the example I generally give now is like, if you gave a young person set of keys to a really nice, let's say, Mercedes, and said, go and teach yourself to drive, how long do you think that car would survive? They would survive. Think of the anxiety and the stress they would go through. It just wouldn't work. So I think we've moved away from practices that did work in the past to, I think we've not got lazy. I just think we've lost the view of what's the experience like for the new exerciser.